from Kalamazoo, direct to you, it's a WKZO.com quickcast.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Dan Cash, and this is 590 KZO News on the Web. Kalamazoo City investigators have released the name of the city's first homicide victim of the year. 20-year-old Burnell James Gordon Jr. was gunned down in the hallway of an apartment building at Fox Ridge Apartments Friday morning. Investigators have said little else about the case. He was the first person to die by gunfire in well over a year in the city. Several people were seen running from the shooting on Friday, but no description of the shooter has been released. In her first interview, the victim in that school bus beating in Kalamazoo stopped by our studios to put a face on the story Friday and to tell us they're serious about pressing the district to change its policy on drivers carrying defensive weapons like mace. She says she's a little overwhelmed by the national attention the story has gotten and isn't ready yet to go on air or to be taped. The woman says she wants to drive a school bus again, but isn't sure she'll be able to, but she wants to try. Kalamazoo Township Police say a drunk driver lost control of his SUV on a curve at high speed and crashed into the Olive Tree restaurant at East Main and Humphrey. The vehicle landed inside. The two occupants had to be pried out of the wreck. The crash collapsed one section of the building. The 32-year-old driver was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. His passenger, a 23-year-old Kalamazoo man, was listed in serious condition. The task force overseeing the auto industry's makeover is headed to Detroit today. The Wall Street Journal reports that President Obama's car team plans to ask some pointed questions about rescue plans filled by General Motors and Chrysler. Criticism's been growing that GM and Chrysler have made their outlooks look too rosy. In particular, congressional Republicans are pushing the two auto giants to reorganize in Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Chrysler and GM say bankruptcy would only succeed in spooking their few remaining bars. Car sales crushed in February, falling more than 40% nationally. The White House has until March 31st to decide if it's going to float Chrysler and GM another $22 billion in federal loans. Ford has said it doesn't need federal help. And that's the latest from the 590 KZO newsroom. I'm Dan Cash.